Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We're going to finish off our last bounty act, which is Act 3, and then probably run through some rifts and greater rifts for a little bit. In the last episode we found some more of our endgame equipment. We found the Triumvirate. We've also found some other stuff for our Veer's Archon character, specifically Chandotto's Wand, which is awesome. So our damage has increased, our other characters' damage has increased, everything's coming up except we can't find any of Delta's Magnum Opus anywhere. Not yet, anyway. So, clear out Kryder's outpost and... Ooh, I was going to say, try not to get distracted on the way, but these things happen. Yeah, increasing the damage is just a huge, huge difference. I'm tempted to put Triumvirate in the cube actually and have Michael's Ball of Hate outside, but that's not what we need for the end game switcheroo. So we'll keep it out until we find another one, and if we find another one, then we'll put one of them in the cube and swap back to the other Michael's Ball of Hate that we've kept hold of. Right, everyone needs to die in here, so let's not hold anything back. Oh god, you need to die as well. 1, 2. Well, that's given us a bit of extra gold for the moment. 14 mobs left, probably over this side. Get those death breaths. We did use up a fair number of death breaths in order to do that, but it was very worthwhile. I am not above crafting the equipment that I need. Right, let's go kill Shurtik the Brute. It'll be somewhere out here, I'm sure.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
Now, as I'm attacking, you can watch the cooldown thing recharging on the Triumvirate ability down here. It makes me think that that's directly based on the attack speed of what I'm using, but how quickly it can proc. Which is kind of interesting, because obviously Electrocute is electrocuting much faster than that.
If only they could see me now.
Cool, now we've only got random mobs to kill. We're still using the Ring of Raw Grandeur and Ashiara set combined with Sage's set, so we're effectively Death Breath farming, but with our entire party. Pretty good temporary leveling solution, as long as you've got something that doesn't rely on those slots for your main attack. We're doing, of course, Lightning and an Arcane Orb. So we've got that pretty set in, but yeah, we're not reliant on those bits of armor in order to increase our damage or to make the actual killing work. Kind of funny watching the lightning spark up to things that it knows are in the area but aren't actually there yet. $45 mobs to find. It's also only on the initial strike that it resets the Triumvirate, which is very important to know. So if I did that, and got it bouncing between a whole bunch of them, it would only count for the first bounce. Well, really, the first impact, not even the first bounce. Come on, where's the last batch that we need? There's a couple. Does so much damage like that. It's 600% increased damage. And before, Electrocute was doing just a little bit more damage than it, so it, you know, could argue between switching between the two of them. Now I need to specifically go Electrocute, 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 then just Orb until I run out of arcane power. Okay, let's put this Paragon Point in, and we'll head on to the next bounty. We are going to kill the Siegebreaker Assault Beast. That's a good one. Full of reflection? Yes, please. Nom 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 nom.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
Seriously, I do astound myself. Also, now that we're doing so much damage with this, we almost don't need the Hydras. Because as you can see, I'm running along, I'm not bothering to put them down. Periodically I will do, but it means that I can move away from the Serpent Sparkler as well and not feel bad about it. It's been holding our build together quite well up until now, but Triumvirate has changed the game. It's changed our gameplay tactics significantly because it does so much extra damage. Come back here, you bastard. There we go. Get all these bits. And then back to what we were doing, really.
Your defenses are nothing.
We're heading up top. It's so nice if they try to bring the thunder, but really, I'm so much better than them at it. It was almost embarrassing. Another pool of reflection. Cool. Yeah, we'll just keep pumping those extra XPs in. Let's get this done. Oh, really? Right in my face. That's just not cool. Not cool, guy. Oh, we can then double it even further by standing in here.
Beast is down.
Okay, and I think that's time for us to head back and sell our stuff. And when I say sell, I mean salvage, of course. plonk these bits down there. Okay, let's have a very quick look at our skills. So we definitely don't need blur at the moment. Knowing that, we could go for power hungry, or we could go for prodigy. Really use it to recharge. Go full on glass cannon. I think we'll go for arcane dynamo. I think that's going to work well for us. Because we've got such a huge amount of life and shield, we don't need the extra that Blur's giving us at the moment. Let's do the demon gates. And periodically we'll just do even more damage. I mean 600% and then additional 60% on top. Wow.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
They don't perfectly synergize because obviously one is 3 and one is 5, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I will really take it.
Your grave awaits.
Meow. Just burns through them all. Alright, let's kill this demon gate and move on to the next. Crushing Massacre is an understatement. Jesus.
I don't like the look of that. I'm so good, I astound myself.
Definitely a nuking skill. Of course, our tiny terrorists are still going off in the background as well, but now being able to do 11.4 million with Arcane Orb as it flies overhead is so awesome. And then potentially more if standing inside the Oculus world. Yeah, 10.3 million. And the other ones that immediately follow on from the Arcane Dynamode one don't do significantly less damage. I mean, they do less damage, but it's not so much that you go, oh my god, we can't possibly be dealing with this. Let's find this last demon gate and get it destroyed.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
3 arcane orbs, everything dies. Big chest, grab a couple of things, and we'll do the final bounty, the last of the barbarians. These will be the ones that managed to get themselves locked in cages, I think.
Hell has invaded.
Or maybe it's just a quest to go around and read all the books. That would be kind of funny.
No more. For we are all that stands between him and our sacred mountain. And I swear, By the blood of Bocathos, hell will pay dearly for each of our deaths.
Stoppable.
Yeah, whatever. Stop knocking me around, Wookie. Right, they're going down that way. Round we go. It just totally clears an entire area with one arcane orb. Where the hell did our Templar get to? Oh no, there he is. It's caught up finally.
Your defenses are nothing.
To make sure that we rescue all of them, which is why I keep scouting to the sides to make sure we don't accidentally bypass one like that.
Die, Khazra swine. Die, Khazra swine.
Yeah, don't really care about any of you guys. Let me just get this. Thank you.
Khazra swine. Die, Khazra swine.
Shog, the Khazra slaver.
My brothers are off to continue clearing the vermin out of Secheron.
Good job.
We had no idea whoever.
No, cool. Skullhar's coming with us. Is he going to come with us right back to town? If so, he can come into a rift with us. No, he's not. Lazy. Just like all other barbarians. They say they're going to war, they say they're protecting the north. No, no, just being lazy. Right, let's salvage all of these up. Drop the goodies off down here. Yeah, it was pretty good as far as runs have gone. I think it's time for us to jump into a rift. Start mixing this up a bit.
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
And it's a good area to be doing it in.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
Oh, hello.
What a monstrous
Oh
creature.
god, it's already one that we've got. Well, I guess we've got a spare. Spare Forgotten Soul, that's what we've got. Still. Death's breaths abound in this place. And we're making good progress as well. Yeah, the only thing that's really going to change is instead of casting Serpent Sparkers periodically, I'm going to be casting
I'm just warming up.
Slow Time periodically. Serpent Sparkers, not Serpent Sparkers. Hydras. Lightning Hydras. Screen just turns into a whole pummel of blue. Get that, get these. Right, on to the next little bit.
If only they could see me now.
Up to 37%, and we've only done a small section of this. That is awesome. A couple of these to kill stuff as we're running around. Yeah, the big difference when we finally reach our end game equipment is we're not going to be doing this with Electrocute, we're going to be doing it with Spectral Blade. So it'll be much, much shorter range. But it'll still be good. I've tried the Spectral Blade before and it's certainly one that works and it'll be doing even more damage in theory. Let's get this guy giving us all of the arcane power back. And you. I see you as well. Thank you. Right, that's the way on. We're not going there just yet. Reflection adds to that experience pool that we've got built up.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Mass screen of murder. Just build up all the buffs so that they stack together nicely. And then pop. And if you've done it right, everything dies. And if you've done it wrong, you die. And we don't really mind about range now that we've got rid of Starfire from the cube.
You dare attack me?
So whether we're up close and personal like this, or doing it across the screen, this particular version of Arcane Orb works better at close range anyway from the looks of it. More goodies, more loot, 83%. Being a bit cheeky, staying outside the map down there. Don't think we're quite gonna manage to get the Rift Guardian before we have to move on out of this section, unless there's a couple of packs more blues that I didn't see. Oh, there's a set. We might get lucky yet. In fact, the flashes of insight appear at a faster rate than the conduit pylon, of course. So this is the perfect time to get a conduit pylon when everything's already dead. Let's try running up through that middle bit. There might be like 1 or 2 mobs left, but I doubt it. No. Maybe around here? Fine, we'll do it in the next area. Bring on your boss. Where's your boss? Don't want your spiders. I want your boss.
The Rift Guardian has
There we
arrived.
go. The big tamale himself. Cold snap. Three to a keystone, 2 death breaths, and a partridge in a pear tree. Let's head back and hand this in with Oric.
I didn't think I could get any better.
Paragon 74, good, good. We didn't really get anything that we care about that time. Let's just make sure I did have a Death Seeker cow, yeah. We'll salvage up the one that we've got. 18 death breaths from that rift, though. That is pretty awesome. Now, in order to gamble with Kadala, we have to know precisely what item we want. One-handed mystery weapon, that could be anything. It could be a sword, it could be a wand, it could be axe, it could be so many things that we don't want. So the next things that we're going to be gambling for are going to be belts, because we need a better belt for this character, and we need a better belt for our other character. Let's get it started right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Haberdasher's Binding and Harrington Waistguard. Neither of those are what we want. Haberdasher's Binding is pretty awesome, but it is not what we want. So we're going to keep with what we've got and put these 2 in the cube. Later on. There we go. And I think on that we'll jump into a greater rift. Let's see if we can find another legendary gem. I think we're going to jump up to level 15, start spending some of our gold, and see how we survive at this level. Gotta remember to put our buffs on. Really, I want to be going through Torment 3 rifts in a good period of time, and then I'll put the difficulty up to Torment 3, and that will help us find better equipment. And with our new and improved Arcane Orb, I do think it's very, very doable for us.
Defenses are nothing. Mighty adversary is before us.
Mighty Adversary, this one. Adversary did not seem very adverse to dying. Ha ha ha.
I'm unstoppable.
I am full of bad jokes. I do apologise, but you're the ones that chose to come here. I didn't make you watch me. It's as much your fault as it is mine. You're encouraging me to do it.
Your grave awaits.
Ooh, this is going quite well. It is only a rift difficulty level 15. It's not quite Torment 3, but it's close enough that I know we're going to be able to survive the Torment 3 without any trouble. Look at that extra time that we've got available. We're just blowing through this.
I'm so good, I astound myself.
I suppose really the limiting factor of this character is going to be how quickly we can cycle between our main attack and Arcane Orb. And then after that, probably something like how much Arcane power we've got. So we don't end up stalling. It's kind of fun to work out what your bottleneck is going to be with a character. So with my Viz set, my co-op character, the bottleneck is cooldown reduction. So you work with the Obsidian Ring of Zodiac and you do everything that you can to try and reduce the amount of time that you're not in Archon form. This character, it could easily be my Arcane power. Hard to say until we actually reach the point where we're struggling for time. Ooh, conduit pylon. Let's get that. Out my way, everyone. Out the way.
How does that feel?
Yeah, we're actually doing a hell of a lot more damage than the conduit pylon at the moment.
Need more time.
Which I kind of like. It's a good place to be.
If only they could see me now.
Die, chicken. There we go. Right, let's hurry on round here. Put a couple of Hydras down just to keep things ticking on. Well, gone entirely the wrong way. Pay attention, 007. Let's try this again. This time with less fail. %. We are close enough that it won't take many mobs to push it over.
Your grave awaits.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Oh, look at Brasty's health shooting down. Soloist! Unique axe, unique sword, mutilation guard. Well, we don't care about mutilation guard, it's not the one that we want.
My name is I'm here to help.
And that's the twisted sword, which is just encouraging us even more to do energy twister. Pretty sure that's the twisted sword. Well, energy twister does work with it, so it's entirely possible. Sky Splitter. Well, that's kind of fun. I'd end up losing a bit of damage, but yeah, maybe. Okay, so let's get the Molten Wildebeest gizzard up a bit. 1, 2... 2 out of 4. That's pretty poor.
I am returning to town.
Back to town we go. Hand it in, gain a level, and let's ask Kadala for a couple of belts.
See you soon.
No, no, and no. So, Mutilation Guard. Melee damage reduction. Can move unhindered through enemies. For a close combat person, it could be awesome. It's got a maximum rank. I don't remember if you get 0.1% or 1% each level. I think it's 0.1% you get each level. So, rank 10, it would be... Yeah, it'd get up to 20% melee damage reduction, which is not a small amount, but there are better things out there, I think. Sky Splitter, you're going over here with the weapons. Twisted Sword, you're going over here with the other weapons. Let's salvage those bits up. And drop our stuff off. Okay, well, we've done 1 active bounties, we've done 1 regular rift and 1 greater rift. I think that's another good point for me to finish that episode. I'm going to grab myself a bite to eat for lunch. But do join me again this afternoon. I'm going to be carrying on and we're going to be doing just rifting. So I will see you soon.